after sailing for 11 days at sea in our special episode. Go and watch it if you haven't. And then last week's video, we still couldn't go on land, stuck on the boat with bad weather. This week we finally make a move towards feeling land under our feet, but it's a bumpy ride. We're off! Finally leaving after 15 days at anchor. 15 days! It's been 2 weeks, hasn't it? Yeah, plus one. At anchor. Not going on land. Starving. We're leaving Sardinia. We've not done much filming, we've had downtimes. Couple exams I needed to sit and passed with honours. Glad that's out the way. We have finally launched our YouTube, so you guys watching will know that by now, obviously. We're off. Tony?
Hello.
How you feeling, Cat?
Yeah, happy to be leaving, I think. But we do need to head off because there's going to be some bad weather
at the other end
in a few days. And Thursday, it looks like it's going to be another wave of terrible weather. Right, forward. We are off. There's a bit of swell.
It's building, isn't it?
Certainly building, yeah.
Not even left the anchorage properly yet.
Well, yeah, this, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but this is a swell at the moment. It'll probably be bigger once we head round the corner. But yeah, they are crashing around onto the rocks up ahead. But, it's also not too windy, which I like a bit of wind so we can sail in this without using the engine. But the sun's out at least. That's a positive.
Yeah. It's cool though, isn't it? It feels really autumnal.
Yeah. Yeah, the seasons are changing.
It is, definitely.
It's definitely harder to find better weather now.
We need to get a wiggle on, don't we?
Certainly do. So it's just gone 6:30 on our way to the Balearics. Bryony's currently sleeping. She's having a bit of a nap at the moment. And the sun has just set in the background. It is a bit rolly still. And the wind, well, it's currently 12 knots, but we've got the engine on so we can point better into wind and we've got better speed really. So I want to try and get to the Balearics within the next couple of days. There's meant to be a bit of a blow. Apart from that, it's a bit swelly. Yeah, it's just cold. Can't believe how cold it is.
Evening. Night, I don't know, it's about 2 AM I think. Just taking over from Tony, who's just behind me. He's just tweaking the hydro vane for us. We're flying along at 5.2 over ground at the moment. We're downwind. We've both felt a bit queasy because the boat movement is quite unusual. We'll just put it like that. Yeah, it's not our normal movement that we're very used to. I've felt seasick in a while. Yeah, I struggle to sleep, so I'm a little tired coming on to shift. And you gotta do what you gotta do. So I did suspect in the night, but I can see now. The reason the boat movement is so weird and why I don't feel very good with it. Yeah, we've got confused seas. Our van is broken. The underpart split. Tony, I was just drifting off, and Tony yelled, asking me to run up. It had buckled. So I'm going to pass the rigging check. It's not that you really want breaking either. Happy wedding anniversary to us, eh? Which it is. In confused seas, feeling really gross, and rigging issues.
On watch, and I saw that the van was a bit loose because I tightened it yesterday, and for some reason it just loosened itself, and all it took was the boom to go up a little bit further than usual, and the kicker itself came out of its sheath and buckled itself basically. That's what happened there. So I tried to repair it with metal zip ties, but I don't have long enough zip ties for it, and connecting two together doesn't seem to work.
And financially?
So, yeah. Yes, there's always a financial side with any boat and stuff that goes wrong. They like to put the price up. So
it's a bit of a kick in the teeth with a kicker, isn't it?
Sure is.
Happy anniversary, hon.
Yeah.
Man with a plan and a ratchet strap.
Nothing's gonna work.
No. Well done.
Yeah, I just don't want it splitting open anymore, so hopefully that'll work. It's the only thing I can think of. Update time. So I've looked on the latest weather, and it's telling us that it's forecasted it's going to be 30 knots now tomorrow, or gusting 30 knots, so it's going higher, and it's also sooner. It's forecasted to arrive around 1 o'clock, 12:01. So we've had to put the engine on, and we're going to try and get in front of it. We've got 100 miles to go with about 20 hours, or less than that now. So we're going to try and keep to 5 knots, which will get us there just before 12. And for the next few days after that, there's going to be about a day gap where the winds have died down. So we're planning on jumping over to Menorca after that. But then that's where we're going to have to hunker down, because there is no weather window after that. There's going to be really heavy weather throughout the whole of the Med, it looks like. So it's forecasted, it just looks black, dark red and black. So it's gales pretty much, and that's a storm from the Atlantic. The sun has just set on the second night of the passage. We're getting into nighttime routine now. And it looks like we're in a bit of a dead patch, in a dead zone for the wind, not people. Don't want to make that mistake. And it looks like it's going to span 40 miles, so there's going to be a lot of motoring tonight. The sails might keep flogging, I'm not sure whether to put them away or not, because you do get spates of wind every now and then.
Morning, evening, it's 4:38. I've been on watch since 1:30 this morning. I struggled all day, technically yesterday now. I had not slept really at all for like 24 hours, and the confused seas made me feel really gross. The barometer's dropping really quickly, you know, and it's really fair weather. It'll be kind of 102022. It dropped down to 09, and that's at 04. So that low is definitely coming in, and we have no wind to help us get to land before all the wind hits. Tony's up.
I'm up.
I'm up as well.
I got Bryony up because it gusted up to 15 knots just a minute ago, so it looks like I might need to reef at some point soon.
Not yet,
Sooner than planned.
Yeah.
Well, sooner than forecasted. And the sky's pretty grey. Seems pretty ominous at the moment. So we've made it. It's taken us 2 whole days.
Yeah.
Just over.
Weird winds and weird confused seas, haven't we? It's been unpleasant. It's been an unpleasant sail.
Yes, it wasn't the most enjoyable, really.
So we're quite glad we're here.
Yeah,
Here is
quite
awesome.
glad. It's a pretty awesome place. It's inside of a fort, it looks like.
Yeah, it's super fortified. It definitely is. We'll look up the history. And it's super protected and super calm, which is nice.
Yeah. Until we have to leave, head to Menorca before these terrible winds come.
Menorca, isn't it? Which one are we in now?
We're in Menorca at the moment. And we're going to Mallorca tomorrow.
I'm lost.
I don't really know. We're in one of them. The first one that you get to.
Yeah,
Anyway,
right.
yeah.
We're tired, aren't we?
Pretty tired now.
Lunch.
Yeah.
And rest.
Snooze.
We love sailing. It brings the highest highs, the lowest lows, And like in this video, sometimes just seasickness and fatigue. But it's all part of the journey. We stayed in this cool little cove until the sun came out, set the drone up for a bit, and then made a plan to make a dash for it to Menorca, where we will need to sit through a bad storm and hopefully, finally, get off the boat. That's all next week's video, where something we have long worried about actually does go very, very wrong.